When we returned home from a weekend away, something felt terribly wrong. Our perfectly clean driveway had been sliced open from one end to the other, and a strange utility box now stood beside the garage. The cuts were fresh. Dust still covered the concrete, and construction markings covered the entire entrance. No warning signs had been left behind. I immediately checked our security cameras. What appeared on the screen made absolutely no sense. Several construction crews arrived early that morning. They cut through our driveway as if they already owned the property. I searched every HOA notice we'd ever received. There wasn't a single letter mentioning construction or permission to enter our property. I drove straight to the HOA office looking for answers. The president didn't seem surprised to see me. She claimed the utility upgrade was necessary for the entire neighborhood. Then she casually said the HOA had already approved everything. Something about her explanation didn't sound right. I decided it was time to call the county before believing another word. The county employee searched their records for several minutes. Then his expression suddenly changed. He looked at me and quietly said, "We don't have any permit for work at your address." At that moment, I realized the story was far from over. The county employee searched one last time before shaking his head. There was no permit, no application, and no approval for anyone to cut into my driveway. He printed my property's official records. Every utility easement stopped well short of the section the HOA had destroyed. We documented everything before anyone could change the scene. Every crack, every cut, and every construction mark became evidence. One of our neighbors quietly walked over. He admitted he'd seen construction crews arrive, but assumed we had given permission. The neighbor remembered seeing the HOA president supervising the work. She stayed for nearly an hour before leaving. I spent the evening reading county regulations. The more I learned, the worse the HOA situation appeared. Every excavation crossing private property required official county approval. According to the law, skipping that step carried serious consequences. I requested the meeting minutes covering the construction project. The HOA board insisted everything had been properly authorized. The meeting notes mentioned landscaping improvements, but never once referred to permits, excavation, or county inspections. Then the county engineer made one phone call that changed everything. He simply asked, "Can you tell me who authorized this work without a permit?" The very next morning, county inspectors arrived at our home. What started as one missing permit had suddenly become an official investigation. They carefully measured every inch of the installation. Within minutes, they noticed several details that didn't match the county's approved utility standards. The inspection findings were immediately forwarded to the county engineering department. Officials began reviewing every document connected to the project. The HOA president was invited to explain what had happened. She arrived carrying a folder she believed would answer every question. She presented HOA approval forms with confidence. But the county wasn't asking about HOA approval. They were asking for the county permit. The room fell quiet as the county engineer explained the law. HOA approval could never replace a required county excavation permit. The county temporarily documented the damaged area as part of its investigation. Every measurement and photograph became part of the official record. For the first time since returning home, we felt hopeful. The facts were finally speaking louder than assumptions. A few days later, the county shared its preliminary findings. The investigation would continue, and the responsible parties would need to address the situation through the proper legal process. One unexpected construction project became a reminder that rules exist for everyone. No matter who makes a decision, proper approvals and accountability matter. Thank you for watching this HOA story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Where are you watching from?